Think small. New burger bundles. Only at Burger King for a limited time. New burger bundles. Look, Ma, no hands. Burger King, the best food for fast times.
All right, baby boys, welcome.
By the way, the mic is on mute. To unmute it, press the button on the back.
Yes.
We are
Welcome
babies.
to 80s summer blockbuster movies.
Yes, and we are
Reviewing Party 4, might I add.
Woo!
This is Reviewing Party 4.
we're reviewing Chicks with
watching-
Sticks.
Nope. Other film. Different film.
Oh, sorry.
Different one. Before that.
Oh, okay. RoboCop.
Yeah,
RoboCop, yeah.
The hit instantaneous classic Robert Cop.
Robert-
as it's more
Roberto
colloquially
Cop.
known.
The future of law enforcement. RoboCop.
Yes.
But yeah, so
Alright,
what?
that's it.
So neither of you guys had seen the film before tonight.
I have not.
I loved it.
Mhm.
More than I thought I would. Like I expected a bunch of like 80s cheese, honestly.
Yeah, and there was
There
some
was,
80s cheese.
but-
There
yeah.
is, but like it's still
All of
just
it is
a
in a good
really
way.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the very heavy-handed allegory for like everything.
True.
Nothing was subtle, but I like that part about it.
Mhm.
Where literally, like, the company makes weapons. It goes, "We are the military."
Well,
pretty
it's
much.
supposed to be an in-your-face satire.
Yeah, I
also.
love it.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
open about what it is, and I enjoy
Yeah.
that. And the action was good too.
The action
I mean,
was good.
It was just like,
Yes.
look at these criminals
It's like
getting
it's
fucked
like
up.
it's like pinnacle 80s action.
The effects still hold up pretty well even today, except for the stupid scene at the end.
Which one?
Oh, the one where Dick Jones is
Yeah,
big,
Dick
flying
Jones'
out
arm.
of SCP with
Yeah.
his weird arm.
Oh!
I mean, the giant robot. What's it called? The
Ed
AT.
209.
The what?
The Ed 209.
Okay,
209.
that boy. The stop motion was pretty noticeable, but it wasn't terrible.
Well, I mean, it
wasn't-
would have been noticeable then also.
Yeah.
I think it's not as bad whenever stop motion is used for something other than human.
Yeah.
If it was a human, it'd be like.
Like
Beyond that, it's
like the effect
whatever.
at the end of
of Dick Jones.
Dick.
And also in the sequel, RoboCop 1990 sequel, they have like they're trying to do like RoboCop replacements to make new RoboCops, but ones that don't have emotions or whatever. And like those are all stop motion and clay and like animation. And like one of them like kills itself by, like snapping its neck or whatever. And it's like, oh well, that's very clearly stop motion. Like you can tell because it's not like a robot or anything.
Mother.
Mother, my artichokes are ready to harvest.
Not artichokes.
But yeah, so Andrew, what
Yes.
did you think of 1980s Robert Cop?
It was good. I enjoyed 1980s Robert Cop.
Stop.
My favorite scene, if I had to pick one,
Uh huh.
oh, I don't know.
Mine's the entire movie. My
Yeah, the
favorite
entire
scene's the
movie?
entire movie.
I liked the gas station exploding. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was just neat looking. And RoboCop walks out, and he's just like, he doesn't care about the fire. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love the warehouse scene or
Mhm.
yeah. I don't wasn't
The
a
cocaine
warehouse
lockup.
the cocaine lab
Factory.
Yeah.
factory
The factory in
location.
which they.
That was so cool. And the fact that what's the bad guy's name?
Terrence Bodiger.
Yeah. He completely just spilled the beans. It was kind of
Yeah,
stupid
that was great.
on his
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't, it would have been like, oh well, I'm at a dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well kill him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
But yeah.
This guy
It's like, I work for Dick Jones, OCP, you're a cop, he owns the cops. And it's like, alright, thanks.
Alright, bye.
Thanks.
Hops in his cool. Actually, not a very cool car. I was hoping he'd get a cool car. He's got a cop car.
Well, I mean, it works.
Also, for like a Batmobile, a Robomobile.
I'm pretty sure in the 2014 one, which I have tried to forget.
Doesn't he
of it,
have a motorcycle?
I think he has like a crazy souped up Japanese style motorcycle.
That'd be way cooler, actually. I want to see him in a motorcycle, doing wheelies, shooting bad boys.
Shooting
All
bad
doing wheelies,
boys.
yeah.
I'm sure in the sequel or in the third RoboCop,
You might get something.
he might get some kind of
A
vehicle.
jet.
RoboCop
I think in the third
sequel.
RoboCop, like he gets like a jetpack backpack.
Or either that, or just make him where he doesn't need a car. He runs really fast because he's a robot.
Yeah,
That also works.
but it's 80s robot,
Yeah.
like not
Clunky.
at all fast. Or, yeah.
It's not like our version of robots that are almost human, like in Detroit Become Human or whatever.
Detroit, almost a human. Detroit, soon human.
Soon
Oh,
human.
it's just in the same city.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't I make a comment about
I'm sure you did at some
Probably.
point.
We made many comments
About
probably.
We all
RoboCop?
made many comments.
RoboCop should be in Detroit Become Human because
Oh,
it
that'd
takes
be good.
place
The
in
Easter
Detroit.
egg.
That would be cool,
Yeah.
or at least like make like in the
Make
game
Robert
they should
Cop great again.
in the game they should have like the company like
Yeah.
referenced or
OCP.
something.
Yeah,
OCP.
They probably did.
What's OCP stand for?
I haven't played it, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
Tell us in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. I don't know how to make au jus sauce. Let me know how to make au jus sauce in the comments. But yeah, the movie does a great job of building the universe that it's in, where it's like a super satire take on 1980s America.
America, yeah.
Yeah, America. This is America.
Who is America?
Robert Kopp. Robert Kopp is the new face of America.
I'd get behind that.
I mean, I would too. But yeah, no, the film is.
I mean, that face was kind of horrifying though. So.
Yeah. Well, so
the mask. He
So,
could be
this,
the
so this
mask
brings
of
up
America.
a good point. What stops RoboCop, the original,
Yeah.
from being a perfect film? Because I'd say it qualifies to be one of the perfect films.
Yeah,
What
it's-
stops it from being a
Yeah,
perfect
what stops
film?
it from being a perfect film?
I don't know if it's because a lot of movies have taken a lot from RoboCop, but maybe the cliches.
Mm-hmm. It definitely does have like a couple now known cliches.
Yeah, I don't know if it started the cliches
Yeah,
or if
not all of them.
it was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
Um,
What are some of them that come to mind?
One, the cop car that was a fake out when he was running away from the cops.
Mm-hmm.
The fake out, like he was cornered,
Yeah.
but it was his partner.
yeah.
Right, that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah. One of those.
Also, the bad guys just being completely trash and stupid
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
spilling everything. Like, Dick Jones got mad at Red Foreman for doing the same thing that he fucking did.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
pretty
so
much.
that's so stupid. But
Yeah. So there's some things like that.
Right.
Do you have any that stops from being the perfect film?
I mean, nothing really detracts from it, but I don't think it added enough to become perfect. Right? If it starts at 0 and has to build its way up, it didn't make it all the way to 100 based
Mhm.
Yeah.
on story and stuff. There was nothing. I mean, I'm sure there's a few things that took it down, but just didn't go all the way up. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. This is coming from a couple of boys that have not
Really?
seen it though.
Right.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
And it's in my definitely my top 5 all-time greatest 80s movies.
Yeah.
It's in my it's probably top 25.
I mean, seeing it
favorite
once
movies.
isn't really enough to really.
Yeah,
But it's
that was probably my like 5th or 6th time seeing
Yeah.
it.
And I got it on
Really good.
Blu-ray at
Chris
home,
Reed
so
ones.
I'm definitely gonna watch
Yeah.
that a lot more.
Wear out
Yeah.
that Blu-ray.
Do what?
So wear out that Blu-ray a little bit.
Yeah, wear it out.
Speaking of the future, what about his weird? Or everyone says his weird USB
Whatever it was.
pointy dildo.
But it
that
was
is probably just the way the
time.
things are in the future. I imagine.
I guess I don't know.
Because their future Earth is different. Their future Detroit is different than our future Detroit and America and all that.
Right.
So he just like has a built-in USB port or something.
It's like a
also
spike.
functions
It's like
as
a.
knife.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
He built it as a knife, which he only uses as a knife like
Once.
one time.
I feel like it's really
I mean, he
stupid
kinda
to make
threatens it.
your port that
Yeah,
you plug in
definitely.
everything pointy. Like I want to say like the key fobs that people have like hanging on the keychain that they use. to
Or do
plug
they
in.
still use normal keys?
Yeah.
Because those are definitely like 1980s cars. Even
Yeah.
The, even the 6000
Oh, they're
SUX.
very. Yeah, they're very.
It's like very 1980s.
But yeah, I don't understand why they're. I guess everywhere had it. The police place.
The
It,
police
it
place.
could be the OCP standard.
That one
but, like,
makes more sense.
I don't know why they make it pointy. It should be like a cylinder if it has to be that long. Yeah, this is kind of like
Then it's
Make
a
it-
blunt
make it-
object
make
at
it
that point,
a
though.
different
Yeah.
different design.
you can use it as a weapon, but why would you want people carrying spikes all over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ended up being a good thing for the story.
Yeah, because he poked him in the neck.
But I feel like he also could have just punched him. But if he didn't have it, he could have probably just grabbed his head and like slammed him down. But
Yeah.
it was pretty cool how he stabbed him.
Yeah.
So,
Anybody have anything else we want to add besides what movie we're watching tomorrow night?
what
So
movie
we
are
are having to
watching
do this one
tomorrow?
like a bit out of succinct, which is fine because we'll be fresh each day we're watching these.
Yeah,
as well,
Oh,
so-
yeah,
honestly,
we're coming
yeah.
bright-eyed, cheery. We're ready for a new movie. What's tomorrow or next time we come?
Anybody have anything else to add besides me being like it's one of the best 80s films? I would say it's one of the best.
Movie
80s
good,
movies.
robots cool,
Action good.
action good,
Yeah.
criminals bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing.
Your mic is on mute. To unmute it, press the
Thank you,
button on the back.
you,
Tomorrow
people.
night's film 2 of however many we're doing. I guess.
20.
20.
50.
Every movie that came out in the 80s, we're gonna watch.
Oh, I wish, dude. You guys don't have that much time. It's going to be Predator.
Ooh.
The original Predator.
Woo!
Have you seen the original Predator?
I have not.
No.
Or you said that you saw like a couple parts of it. I'm not-
Yeah,
not
I've
Predator.
seen bits and pieces of Predator. haven't
Okay.
seen the whole thing.
I know the
I started watching
the
it when I was,
best
like,
line.
really lad.
I know the best line of the film.
Get to the truck.
You are one.
Oh,
ugly
yeah.
mother.
Yeah, and that's like close to the end of the movie, but
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I
I've started
watched-
watching it.
Yeah,
I
when was
watched
a wee
It's
lad.
really good.
a little bit of Predator when I was 10 years old,
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
and I was
perfect time.
traumatized.
Perfect,
Nice.
perfect time to watch
I
it.
hate it.
The
I
young
hate it.
impressionable 10.
I would have been 12 whenever I first watched it.
Nice.
My older brother had it on TV in the family room, and
Uh-huh.
I walked in and I'm like,
That's some kind of predator or something.
That's some kind of space
Is that what you
alien.
said?
that's an alien predator thing. I don't.
I
Oh,
better get to the chopper.
Guess I'll die.
Yes, I'll die.
So yeah, we're watching Predator tomorrow night. I'm very excited to have these boys here with me again tomorrow night.
Me included.
Yes. All right.
Tomorrow.
Bitches leave.
How you doing? Bitches leave.
Whatever your hands do this summer morning, make sure one of them is taking breakfast by the hand at McDonald's.
Serve it up summertime at McDonald's.
Well, welcome back to You Laugh, You Lose.
Oh no. Copy. Alright.
Well, we say welcome back, but like
I'm
it's been
making a
few
joke.
minutes.
Yeah, we just
You're
we
watching
just-
this at the same time. It's been a whole day for
Yeah,
us.
we just took
New
off our
day,
shirts.
new energy. I'm pumped.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Smash that like button.
If you're also pumped,
Subscribe for more V-Bucks. Is that what it is in Fortnite?
Is it
Yeah,
V-Bucks?
I think it's V-Bucks.
okay. Sign up for more Thanos.
Dude, did you see the thing where the Predator got killed by Bofa?
Wait, no, what's Bofa?
Both of these nuts.
Hey, doesn't the Predator speak? I can't even do it.
Suck on D's.
Wait,
Yo,
I don't
did see that.
understand. What's going on these?
Have you ever heard of Suck on D's nuts?
I couldn't even finish it.
At
That was
least,
so
at least
bad.
Andrew didn't catch Ligma. Isn't that right, Andrew?
Ligma?
Ligma balls.
Uh,
20th Century Fox presents Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator. The hunt begins Friday, June 12th at theaters everywhere.
I love that.
Anyway,
Nice.
thank you. We're back with the second night of summer, 80s summer blockbuster night.
Part 2.
Even though technically Predators was a B movie. or Predator was a B movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Really
Technically.
good.
It was very good.
A B for best movie of the year.
Whatever year it came out, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of my favorite
Definitely
80s
give the
action
movie a
films.
B.
So neither of you guys have seen that one either.
No.
Trevor, start with you. What do you think of it?
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely liked RoboCop better.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because it is just a dumb action movie.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
And
satire.
and that's what
the
it's
whole
meant.
point. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's what it's meant
From
to be.
start to finish, RoboCop is satire. Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is like Predator was like a dumb action movie.
But in the sense of they were going for that.
yeah,
Not like a dumb action movie, but they were making an action film.
yeah,
Not like a satire or like trying to base it off of anything. They were making an action movie for the
Yeah.
general 80s action audience.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
And they knocked it out.
And they did great.
Good movie.
Andrew?
Yeah, I also liked RoboCop more, but I did like Predator a lot. It was really good. I enjoyed the part where the Predator predated.
Where
That was pretty good.
where the Predator won the Stanley Cup.
maniacal
Yeah, when he won the
maniacal
Stanley Cup.
laugh.
That was pretty cool.
Maniacal laugh.
Like when he,
Maniacal
when, he,
laugh.
when he brought it, when he finally brought it home.
Maniacal
and
laugh.
broke up.
Please tell me you guys know where that's from.
What is that from? I think I know what it is.
The Muppets. It
No.
Yes.
not the Muppets movie from like the what is
Muppet
it,
Babies?
70s. It's
Muppet Babies.
the current like the Muppets movie
No.
from like 2011.
I haven't seen that one either.
It's really good.
I've
seen that scene, though.
It's better than it should.
I was in
be.
Disney World. I went to the bathroom. It was a Muppets themed restroom. It's called like Gonzo's Waterworks. Something along those lines. Like Gonzo's Water Park.
You're not joking.
And it was a Muppets themed restroom in Disney World. It was pretty cool.
The thing is, I can see that because that is totally what the Muppets would
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it was excellent. Disney World was great.
Disney does great theming.
Disney.
They do. They also own everything.
I know.
Fun fact.
Aren't they about to
They're on
own
this podcast.
Predator?
I don't think Predator is 20th Century Fox, so maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's
So-
some antitrust laws that come into play when you try to buy 20th Century Fox. Whenever you're as big a company as Disney.
Hey, you think
Yeah.
so?
One would hope.
Well,
I mean, as long as Marvel can get the X-Men.
As long as we get X-Men.
see, that's that. Well, whatever. We'll talk about all of that later. That's
Okay.
going to be in our Marvel discussion.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be
In our
Now,
Marvel
let's-
and Disney discussion.
Now let's get into
Man.
Predator again.
Start to finish, Predator is great. There are, as is the plague with, I say, many 80s movies and many older films. Sometimes you have it in newer films, not as much, because people are like, action, 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 action. Nothing stops and takes a break. This alleviates that by it being start to finish. Not so action-packed, but no dead weight, no filler. Nothing's happening just to happen to get to the next part of the film. Everything in this film happens with purpose for a reason. I'd say with the exception of the action scene that has
first
to
one?
happen. Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one where they're attacking that base.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, this is what we're here for. And
Yeah.
then it's like, oh,
And
but
then they
also
throw
Predator.
they throw cinematography out the window whenever that action scene happens.
And it's like, cut, explosion,
Right.
cut, explosion.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much.
It's like
But with the
Michael
rest of the
Bay's
film,
a-
I'd say it is start to finish. They know what they're doing. They know what they want the film to be. There's no breaks. There's no like, oh well, we have a few extra minutes. Let's throw this part in of Dutch talking to one of his guys about how this shit's fucked up and we can't.
Right.
He shouldn't have died that way. It was mentioned in passing. If anything was like that, it was like a few lines of dialogue in passing
While they're walking
while they're walking to
to where
yeah.
they're going. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's nothing is dead in this film.
'Cause you can't-
except
you
for
can't-
all the damn squad.
yeah, except for everyone except for Arnold Schwarzenegger and the
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, you can't just have people teleport from place to place. You have to have traveling shots. So you might as
Yeah.
well fill in the traveling shots
yeah.
with a little bit of
You
dialogue.
feel the weight of these guys moving through the jungle in Guatemala,
Right.
which me and Trevor are doing a lot of backpacking and hiking stuff to get in good shape and get prepared for it.
Getting
We have
big and
we
buff.
have big peepees.
The largest.
And even that's hard on a trail. That's hard. I
They
couldn't
didn't
imagine
have no
having
trail.
to do it. Yeah, not only did I have a trail, I had to carry multiple
Trailblazers.
equipment.
But,
Yeah.
But luckily, they had plenty of steroids to get their way through. It was the 80s. They had steroids and cocaine.
Definitely
They made it.
Definitely a lot of muscle men. Throw a picture of those damn biceps. Ooh, ooh! Mama got hungry when them biceps came on frame.
Don't like that. Don't like the mama got
don't,
hungry.
don't like that at all.
Not a
don't
fan.
like that one bit. But yeah,
Ooh, mama like you.
Hey, look.
Mama got hungry
The
whenever.
flower that I gave you from your backyard is dead.
I think that's a symbolism.
Symbolism.
I don't know what a symbolism before though.
Queen Anne's lace. Anyway, this has been the podcast.
And if either of you two have anything else to add?
No.
Any favorite scenes? What are your least favorite scenes?
My favorite scene was honestly probably the one where he was like covered in mud and Predator's like, where the fuck is he? Like,
Where the fuck you at?
he's like, I like that one. And also like when he had the explosive arrow. That's pretty
I honestly, I don't hate a scene, but I do hate one aspect. Yeah, I guess this is my biggest pet peeve. The conveniences are very convenient.
Conveniences in what way?
Like the fact that the blood of the predator glowed.
I would say that is like a big convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
very
they
convenient.
get away with it by being like, oh, he's obviously an alien.
Yeah.
I
He's
realize
not from
that,
this earth,
that's still
but
just
he
kinda
has
stupid.
fluorescent blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still kind of stupid.
And I feel
in
like
my
they could have gotten away with
Easy-
it not
easy
being
to track
fluorescent
blood.
too.
I
It feels like because he'd be like have to look closer, but he'd still be able to see it even if
Yeah.
it wasn't glowing.
Yeah.
So I think that was more for the viewer, the glowing blood.
I feel like but no, I agree. It's like a huge to where it's easy to see his blood. But I was reading an interesting theory. I actually read this like last night after I was done editing the first part of this. Watched that a few minutes ago.
Watch that right here.
Today they're talking about how their race is like so good at fighting and so cocky at fighting in times where it's like oh, we're never going to bleed, even though like a big weakness is their blood's fluorescent.
Yeah.
They were thinking
We're
that
never
other
gonna-
people that they fought, other races and other aliens that they fought, did not see on the same spectrum that we do for light.
Right.
Like their vision was that red vision, even though like, you could have some clear or whatever. And then they have the thermograph or whatever, the thermal vision with the
Right.
mask and all that. So they're thinking that like other
So they don't realize their own blood glows.
perhaps yeah. To them their blood is it's just like a brighter yellow or
Normal,
whatever.
yeah.
And to other creatures it's like well, their blood's the same as theirs. Whereas our blood is glowing a huge like red
For
and
them, yeah.
green in thermal, but to us it's just another red liquid. So
Yeah.
that was one of the interesting theories.
Okay, I can see
But
that.
as with anything, it's a theory.
When the big man was killed, you must have wanted it. Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
movie. It's another one of my favorite '80s action films. So far out of the 4 that we're watching, I don't know how many we're gonna be able to watch. I don't know. But yeah, other boys want to have anything else to add?
No.
I can't think of anything. But
Ba-dum-bum.
poor Dutch though. Poor Dutch.
PTSD.
Yeah.
He
The
fucked
next
up now.
scene is him hanging from a belt. That's
How
the
do you come
after
back
credits.
from all of your?
You don't.
from all
I
that
don't-
finding
I don't know if you
extraterrestrial
can.
alien?
Yeah, that's why he
It's
kills
just
himself.
like
Also,
He has to get a dog.
I really do. I'm
Just
sure.
see that.
I'm sure that like they mentioned that in the new ones. Which I don't want to watch. I say new ones, the sequels.
Yeah.
So I don't want to watch any more than I have to. That like they're like, oh, to kill a predator, a yautja as we call them, to kill one.
Shut up,
it's
George!
Like, it's like a super hard thing to do, and only the best of the best can do it.
Yeah.
Because it never happens historically,
Yeah.
and it's like
It's like I got one.
a Green Beret
Yeah.
from Austria for some reason. A Green Beret was able to ice one.
Yeah.
I don't want to say with no problems, but like
Little issue.
by himself.
Yeah.
I think by himself is safe to say.
I think it'd be
A
cooler if they
one-on-one.
called them like something that the people that live there call them, like the Mexican or not Mexican, like Guatemalan. They speak
Yeah.
Spanish in Guatemala, right?
They yeah. Spanish.
So they got like some Spanish.
I wonder if that's
like
I wonder if that's
So-
what it is.
I don't
so
know,
kind of
this
like
sounds
the
Spanish.
kind of like a chupacabra.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they call him El Chupa.
El Tequito Grande.
El
They're
Tigre. This is
El Nino. That's Spanish for
El Chips con
the
queso.
Nino. El Chips con queso. They call him the quesadero.
We
They
don't
call
know
them-
why.
They call him San Diego, which of course in Spanish means a whale's vagina.
Oh, nice.
I love
They
that
call
movie.
him that?
I have not watched that movie in so long. Oh,
What is it?
it's Anchorman.
Oh, we need to watch that sometime.
No,
I want to
he-
have
he
2000s comedy night sometime.
Dude, I'm in.
My mom is also in, and so is
The internet.
Jula.
We should watch Wedding
Jula
Crashers.
loves Adam Sandler.
No, we should watch Wedding Crashers.
Here's my impression of Adam Sandler as the Predator.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking stupid. Here's me taking off the mask. Ready? Scrabbity doo! I got you! Wahoo!
Remember Jack and Jill?
That's my impression of Adam Sandler as the Predator.
He pulls out a.
Just go home! Why won't you go into your home?
I don't like Adam Sandler movies.
This is
new
been-
ones.
I like early Adam Sandler
Yeah.
movies, so that's the only ones I'll reference.
I'm doing a funny accent. Hoo-hoo.
Rob
Rob Schneider is racist.
I'm going to play with you like I played with the shampoo and conditioner in the bathtub. What movie was that? Was that
I don't remember.
Billy Madison?
I think
or
it
something?
was.
Billy Madison, I think.
Any final thoughts on 1987's John Carpenter?
It's better than Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Better than Adam Sandler.
Better than sex.
Better than Adam Sandler.
Which car owners just love to brag about reliability and dependability? Toyota Camry owners. So it's not surprising they tell the most amazing stories of the unbelievable feeling of security they have driving their Camrys. Presenting the 1987 Toyota Camry. More power, handsome new styling. An amazing car gets even better. Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
Yeah. I'm just a spectator.
All right.
I'm a minority.
Oh, little brother, give me a break.
No!
Uh-oh.
What the fuck did you do? Boys, welcome back to I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Season 3
Of what? I'm taking this away from you now.
the Third Opinion Podcast.
I did one thing.
But he knew you'd continue doing more things.
You do one thing, like, okay, your privileges have been revoked. Cut to Trevor spilling the drink accidentally.
Please give juice. Okay.
We're about to like clean you out of juice.
I mean, I want to drink all of it. Like, keep going. I didn't say when.
Spills out.
Juice my nectar. Is that from something? Or is that from something, or are you just retarded? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Shit. It's cold. No, I have to clean that out. It's cold. Did you spill it on your fucking TV or on the couch? There's a both.
It's just right here on the couch.
Okay, fucking drink it. It's Joseph Goebbels!
Oh,
shit. We are
Where do you keep the paper towels? Or should I just...
Funny story about that. Paper towels are a scam by the government. So he doesn't have...
Lord have mercy.
He has tissue. He has toilet ass paper. He has ass paper. That towel that's on the rack, the off-color one,
Yeah.
use that.
Why, are you willing to offer more?
Funny story about that. I don't give a shit. You need paper towels.
What?
To clean shit up.
From the amount of juice that I spill every day. How much is that?
I mean,
exactly 0 daily.
I spill a lot of juice, okay?
They got Jack Daniels in Nepal.
Jack Daniels.
I feel like every fucking movie in this time period has Jack Daniels in it because Jack Daniels like our wish.
Jack Daniels has always been on top. Could you please take my fucking juice and hand it to me too?
I'm not a fan of Jack Daniels. Not gonna lie.
You know what?
Don't spill it.
I'm spilling it.
I wish you fucking spill it again. That would be so funny. Like what the fuck?
I don't even know. Because from my point of view, like, it was filling up, and it was like right here, and then all of a sudden it spilled out, and it's okay.
I don't even understand how you fucking spilled juice.
Wait, I can be reasonable.
Why the fuck did you do that?
I'm just a fuck up, dude.
That's cool.
Everybody spills juice at one point in their life. I love burning women.
I do love the fact that yours was on camera, and now that's going to be in there.
No! No, fuck up, no!
You've done two things.
Welcome back from Trevor spilling that juice.
I'm
and
just
Trevor
a
getting
screw
all
up.
the juice privileges revoked
for another millennia.
I fixed it.
For another 1,000 years.
Is that on 90?
It's not on 120.
Good. Just making sure.
It's on the
Thank you,
stick.
Andrew. Thank you also, Trevor. So for the third movie of 80s summer blockbuster viewing party 4,
yeah,
we watched Indiana Jones and the Raiders
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, it's called Raiders
of the Lost Ark.
We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark.
They rated a
Get-
Lost Ark.
Get
Yeah,
the
faces
movie
melted.
right.
I will.
Yeah, the second one was called Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And
the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom.
And then Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But the
and
first
the Last
one
Crusade.
is just Raiders.
The same thing with Star Wars. It was just Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was Empire Strikes
It's just
Back.
called.
and then it
We'll
was
call
like,
this one
Star
A
Wars.
New Hope.
Yeah.
And then, but then like, but what if we wanted to make? What if we wanted people to know what movie it is?
What if people didn't want to see the movie in theaters? And be like, the fifth one.
Yeah.
So, we have all seen Raiders of the Lost Ark previously.
Multiple times.
Many times.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Although mine had been a long time before I saw it again.
It's been a while.
It's been like,
but it's
yeah,
been
I don't know.
almost.
probably 5 or 6 years. Probably more than
Mine's
that,
been
actually.
about a year.
Yeah, mine's been around a year or two.
Mine's been a long time.
Yeah.
I showed my nephew it.
When did
Nice.
Kingdom of the Crystal
Did he
Skull come
freak out on the one
On
with
the
all the dead
skeleton?
people?
He
or
didn't
with the
really
faces
watch.
melted?
He didn't watch all
Oh,
of it.
one of those
Sad.
types, huh?
He
One of
can't
those
sit down to
boys.
watch a movie yet. He'll
Kids
still-
these days.
I
Millennials, am I
try
right?
and get him to watch Star Wars, but he won't sit down long enough. But he still says that he likes the characters and stuff. And I'm like, you haven't even watched the movies.
The mind of a child is so wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Master
stupid.
Jedi?
I hate it.
I hate children.
Don't worry.
Now
he'll-
you guys
he'll
know how
break
I
it.
felt whenever we were all watching The Voyage Home. And you guys were like, this fucking boring. This fucking sucks, dude. It's so slow. And I'm like...
Sorry.
It's not a good movie.
Trevor's, what?
I'm not a fan of the movie.
If you had seen the first 3, maybe.
I like Beyond and Con. I like Con, The Wrath of.
Okay.
I feel like Star Trek, the motion picture, would also be boring though.
The first one?
Yeah.
It is. No, it is. It 100% is.
Dude, it is a good film.
What? Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one
yeah.
that
All
this
the
is
Indiana
about.
Jones are good. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is not that bad. It's not incredible, and it is the worst Indiana Jones movie.
You're blaspheming.
For
right
what?
Blasphemer.
now. Blasphemer.
It's like saying the prequels are.
Blasphemer.
I do unironically
No,
love the prequels now. Only because
Thanks,
of
prequel
r/prequel memes. Yeah. So every time I see a scene, I'm like, oh!
R/prequel memes.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
I need to know about this.
It's wonderful. I'm surprised I didn't tell you about it.
I'm surprised you just don't know about it because it's pretty.
Well, I'm kind of like new to
Was
the
it-
whole Reddit scene, so.
Did you hear about that whole Thanos thing?
Yes, I did, and
I
then
was
you
part of
got
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
got.
got
to
eyes
see
I
it.
didn't get snapped. I was spared. Thank you, Lord Thanos.
Thank you, Thanos.
I'll drink some extra purple Fanta.
What aggravates me about that is I'm kind of glad that I did because it was awesome and it's good to see the meme to completion. But I was in the sub like whenever it was less than 20,000 subscribers. I subscribed the day on the ride home from watching Infinity War, I subscribed to the subreddit that day.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah, that day.
That's pretty
That day, yeah. Someone literally in the discussion on r/movies was like, hey, we're starting up a meme subreddit kind of like r/the Empire did nothing wrong. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And it had like 17,000 subscribers. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah,
a small community.
Yeah.
And
it has more subscribers now than it did
ever.
when the snap happened.
And they brought up the snap at like 100,000, and now it's like
it's over 100,000.
It's like 400,000 still.
And 400,001.
Yeah, nice.
So what all did we think of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I think that it was good.
It's the perfect adventure movie. Honestly,
it is.
I guess it is the perfect one, except
America, Nepal, Cairo. Is that it? Am I missing anything?
Egypt, and then an island off of
and then
Asia.
Nondescript Asian island.
Yeah.
The Last Crusade is still like the best, but
even then you don't have to watch the other ones. Good. I do love they don't have to watch any of them to get. When I say any of them and all of them, I mean the three. We're excluding Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, because you kind of need to know at least the like what Raiders set up to get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. But all three of them are great standalone movies that you could watch independently.
Yeah, I completely.
The only one that like kind of suffers from that is The Last Crusade, and even then, like on a very small amount. Like
what do you mean it suffers from it?
Well, because it's like they mention, the Nazis have had past dealings with Indiana Jones, but they mentioned that in the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's like Sala, our last adventure or whatever, and it's like, well, they say the same thing in Raiders, even though it's the first one. And then like someone I used to know, I used to adventure, talking about Miriam, and it's like, well, they said the same thing in the first one.
Yeah.
So it's not like suffers, but it is like kind of inside jokes, or an inside bit, where it's like, oh, he's talking about that guy from the second movie.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because like the second movie doesn't really have anything to do with any of the other Indiana Jones movies.
No, it's completely
It takes place. The only thing in common with the other movies is Indiana Jones.
Yes, and I do love that like. What is kind of doesn't make sense to me, but it's still like really funny and a good bit in the second one, Temple of Doom. Whenever he reaches for his pistol, and those guys, it's two swordsmen.
Yeah,
and he reaches for his pistol, and his pistol's not there.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny. But I like, how often is that a situation for him where he's fighting guys with swords and then needs a gun?
Yeah.
The weird thing about that is it was. In the scene, it was also like some recognition, like, yeah, I know what to do here. Like he's done it before. Like in the first one.
Even though it was taking place a year before.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
It was weird.
George, technically,
thanks, George.
I don't think George said anything.
Thanks, George. Very cool.
It was Lucasfilm.
Oh,
George.
Okay.
George Lucas did have.
He knew about it. He knew about the film.
Maybe.
Thanks, Mickey Mouse.
George Lucas had a lot to do with the Indiana Jones series.
If either of us are wrong, you can call us a dumb idiot in the comments, please.
Yes, please.
What's your favorite scene, Trevor?
Oh, man.
The whole movie. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut you off real fast.
Okay.
All three ones that we have seen so far, and we're hoping to do a fourth. We have to check all of our schedules to do a fourth and final feel-good 80s summer film. We'll work that out off camera. All of them have been good, and every scene of these movies have been good.
That changes next week.
That changes when we watch Hollywood Cop.
I don't know.
But it's a really bad 80s film.
Are you watching that? Or
No. It's not coming out this summer, I don't think.
You memeing?
I'm memeing right now. You got me. All of them have been good, and there's been maybe one scene or one effect or one line of dialogue where it's like, oh, that's kind of dumb. But none of them have been like, oh man, this film sucks. And the only good part of this film is when he shoots the bad guy. There hasn't been any of those in any of the three films that we've watched. Be it Robert Cop, Mr. Predator, Jungle Predator.
In those two movies, I think it might be a little bit of nostalgia blindness, but in the first two movies, I could find stuff to like nitpick and stuff.
Like
in this movie, it's hard for me to nitpick.
I'm trying to think.
Because I love everything about Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I do too. Don't get me wrong, I do too. But it's for me, there's no nostalgia blinders at all.
There definitely is for me. It was my first fandom.
I don't know if I feel like editing this. You know what? I'm feeling saucy when I'm editing this.
Oh.
Sorry. Cut to whenever I say I don't get nostalgia from Voyage Home Viewing Party 2.
Nothing makes me nostalgic, but I just enjoy the film a lot.
And
No
we're
point.
back.
No, we've been back.
Oh.
Anyway.
You guys don't know how editing works.
No, I thought you were going to edit this whole conversation out. And
No.
I'm like, and we're back.
It
No,
depends
you
on
guys-
how he
yeah,
feels.
Did it again. You guys just look like a bunch of.
It depends
I
on how
know.
spiteful he feels.
Very.
But you have to.
I spilled his juice.
But
He's
you
very
have to
spiteful.
cut out this word that I'm about to say. Did you cut that out?
Hey, we'll find out.
Hey! Yeah,
so all the films have been good, and Indiana Jones is just like, we just finished the icing on our 6-layer cake.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And now we just got to add for the last one for
The
our 80s cake,
sprinkles.
the sprinkles, the toppings,
The
the
caramel.
ice cream on the side.
yeah, and then we just got to cut that cake up when we're done.
We're eating cake.
Yes,
Can I bring a cake for the last viewing party?
if you want to.
Please.
Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but yeah.
I'm bringing.
Oh, but I don't want a vegan cake.
Have you had my vegan cake? Oh,
It's
tell
really
me about my
good.
vegan cake.
It's really good.
I've never had.
It's better
vegan
than
cake.
normal cake.
It is, dude. It's fucking. Oh, it's so moist, dude.
It's really good.
It's like,
I'm into it. I'm
it's
into
like-
moist food.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm into moist boys.
It's like every. I don't like that. It's like every female student in Indiana Jones's class.
Was undisturbed, and the undisturbed chamber and the grave goods that were found in another in the area give us a reason to date this find as we have. Any questions?
I'll take this.
Oh, there's nothing really to say about this movie though that hasn't already been said. It's great.
It's
so
great.
watch it.
I missed the monkey. The saddest death of the movie was the monkey. The second saddest was all those snakes that he lit on fire.
all those snakes.
All the little
The-
slippery little.
The next
snakes
saddest.
snake.
The next saddest
Was that
death.
huge German guy being
That was pretty
propeller
sad.
killed?
And what a waste, dude. He could have been a model.
He could have been anything.
He could have been. He was the Ubermensch.
He was the Ubermensch.
That was actually. He was Hitler's muse, and he's dead now.
You killed Hitler's best friend.
Dude.
I wish they'd kill Hitler in that movie. Do you know how great that would be? Like
I
in the
think
last
that
movie,
would've-
he's
I mean,
like,
that's
I
kinda
gotta
like-
kill Hitler.
Inglorious Bastards, they do that, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah, there's much more.
I just can't imagine Indiana Jones
Just-
saying he has
Har-
to kill Hitler.
Harrison Ford.
He's an archaeologist.
Harrison Ford.
He's a college professor.
They're like,
I'm gonna kill Hitler before we're even in the war.
Hitler's
Yeah.
gonna destroy the pyramids. He's like, I gotta stop him. Da, 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 da. Kills Hitler. And that's the movie.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Any other closing thoughts? I'm ready to be done already.
Skedaddle Skedoodle.
It's great.
Yeah, Jones was good.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
this was good.
There is nothing to say. So,
Nothing. else
what
to
are
say.
we watching next?
Total Eclipse of the
I haven't
Heart.
decided yet, actually.
Oh, you haven't?
I had these 3 decided, but I not have the 4th and final. decided.
Ruh-roh. Are we watching it tomorrow?
No, we'll
I-
figure that out.
Because
Yeah.
we're doing D&D.
Can you imagine trying to photograph an Olympic gold medalist like Jean-Claude? It's quite a challenge. Made me really appreciate my Canon AE-1. The automatic shutter priority system is a must, especially when your subject's doing 50 miles an hour. Try it, it's fun. What? The AE-1 is so simple to use. About all you do is focus and click.
The incomparable Canon AE-1, so advanced, it's simple. Canon, the official 35mm camera of the Winter Olympics.
Same thing.
Welcome back to the 4th and final installation. I say
Installation.
installation.
Boo-hoo.
Literally, it's just like a few seconds after the 3rd one that we just watched 2 days ago, yesterday, day before that.
Yeah, something like that.
We watched The Goonies.
As Steven Spielberg presents The Goonies, a Richard Donner film.
Goonies. It's
You
really good.
Goonies! I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
What is a Goonie? Truly.
A Goonie is
noun.
A disease you get from chewing too much.
Sprankton, a noun. Disease you get from chewing too much.
Goonie, a noun.
It means you're dope ass nerds from the 80s.
Can say yes. The FCC won't let you be.
Well, I don't know what you're talking. You don't know what we're doing right now.
Yeah, you can't say.
We've been doing it for the past 3 things.
Can't say yes.
And that is the 4th one.
It's illegal on the internet to say bad words.
I'm gonna have to beat you up, my man. I'm gonna throw you down that well that those kids found themselves in.
Oh no!
For whatever reason, that well was.
No one fell in it before.
Yeah, and they didn't discover they built the well and didn't know that it went underground to a cave.
No.
Even though at that point they said no one's made it this far before.
Yeah, for real.
Anyway, we watched the Goonies.
Yeah.
It's my first time seeing the entire thing. So I watched it I watched the first 3 minutes when I was younger, and I get bored and scared. Bored
and scared.
It's funny because it's not a scary movie.
As someone who
Twilight
hasn't
Zone also
seen,
scared me as a child. So.
As someone who hasn't seen it before, how did you like it?
I liked it. It was fun. It's definitely a different type of movie that we've seen from all of the past 3, except it's similar to Indiana Jones in the sense of an adventure and a heist happening.
No, there's not as much high stakes. It's just saving a house.
Yeah. No, that's like the big difference.
I think the movie, the treasure they got, was just enough for a house, which kind of let down.
Just enough for their house.
Yeah,
not everybody's.
Not even for actual house, just to not foreclose or whatever they're doing, demolishing.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're.
Well, that's also our problem is that we don't really know what all is happening in all 4 of the movies exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking and messing around the entire time.
You can read the synopsis on Wikipedia.
I mean, I got the gist of like RoboCop and Terminator, or not Terminator, Predator.
Same main man.
Yeah, same main man.
But yeah,
Predator. Yeah, they're.
And then we both,
hello, no, you've already given me pink eye.
Turtle, be kind to the strange man.
Poor Trevor's gotten pink eye from the cat.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Trevor loves to be friendly to animals, and now he's paying the price.
I am.
And now he's dying.
And I'll do it again.
What a horrible creature. Okay, he's ugly.
So
yeah, I like it.
Did you guys even notice me doing the truffle shuffle early in the movie?
I did. I did not enjoy it.
I purposely did not look that way. As soon as he said truffle shuffle, I'm like, what is this? Because I remember hearing that like a couple years ago. It being brought up again for whatever reason. I'm like, oh no, I know what's going to happen.
Oh no, it's comedy gold.
Can't show you about on live television. Is this live? Are we on live television?
Not at all what we're doing.
Pretty sure we're on live
This
television.
is going back probably a week after we, because we.
So it's a 7-second delay, is what you're saying? Sure.
Yes.
So I can cut it and you'll okay.
Ah.
You have time to bleed out.
Yeah.
Cut ahead. All right, that's good. So we're live, right?
We'll do it live.
You're a goonie.
I'm insulted, I think.
Goonies never say die.
I know.
Oh, but in
know
a
your
way,
dog was scared the entire time of us yelling and carrying on.
No,
she would go to each office in the house.
Yeah,
while we were not.
Pacing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah, I enjoyed it just fine. I understand it being an instant classic, and if I watched it by myself, I'd probably appreciate it more. But that's just with me with any movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look up and appreciate it more. But I understand why everyone's like, it's such an instant classic. It's an 80s classic. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's pretty good. I get it.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. Stay bored.
Stay down.
What about you, Andrew?
What about me?
The movie that we just watched.
Oh,
what about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Goonies, I remember watching it as a wee lad. And kind of the same movie. I guess I liked it better as a young child because I've seen fewer movies. But having seen more movies now, I like it less. But it's good. It's a good film. I enjoyed. I like Sloth's character. Pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
Who plays Sloth? They do
idea.
good makeup for him, unless they actually just find a horribly deformed.
No, that looked a little too fake.
Yeah,
to be
with the ears. Don't know why the ears were like.
The ears moved.
Had
and
emotions.
It was,
yeah.
Oh, let me find him.
Joshua.
John Matuzak.
What else is he in?
I think he's actually
he's probably like a stuntman or something.
No, he's an actor.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
So I know they get a lot of stunt people to do like characters like that.
Yeah, where he's just in all
you got
makeup.
something in your beard, by the way.
Oh, he was an American football defensive end. Dude, that's why he's fucking huge.
Right there. No, like yeah. Oh, you nearly got it. Now it's like underneath your chin.
What is it?
I don't know.
An animal. Hold still.
What is it?
I think it's fuzz from something. It's fuzz from your constantly hairy and fuzzed house.
All the animals.
All the animals, no doubt. He was an American football defensive end in the National Football League who later became an actor.
Look at this boy.
He quit playing football in 1982, so it gave him 3 years to be an actor.
Oh.
He's still alive, or did he die? He died in 1989?
Oh, sad.
Whoa.
How old was he in the movie? How old was he when he died, I guess?
As a result of acute propoxyphene intoxication? Oh, accidental overdose of prescription drug Darvocet.
Sad.
He was 38.
Okay, young.
And also,
Anyway,
and also cocaine.
This
so.
isn't a sad.
Oh, and cocaine.
It was.
Okay.
I mean, it was the 80s.
Wait, who did do cocaine? Show of hands. Who didn't do cocaine in the 80s?
I mean,
well, neither of us.
Show of hands. Who would have done cocaine in the 80s?
I mean,
it's the 80s.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, listen, I have extra steroids.
Like if Jimi Hendrix,
do you want to come hang out?
If Jimi Hendrix like, yo, do you want to hang out?
Wait,
cocaine. I go,
wait, who asked?
Jimi Hendrix.
Mine was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jimi Hendrix.
It wasn't around the 80s.
I wasn't talking about the 80s. I'm just talking about in general with cocaine.
Okay.
If someone,
no, you're just saying if someone will offer you cocaine, you're like, why? Yes, I would.
If it was a cool dude, he's like, do you want to do drugs with me? I go, yeah.
If Willie Nelson was like, listen, we're going to go to the bus.
I say, nah.
I'd say yes, Willie.
Yes.
I'm going to the bus.
I'd pass.
Yes, Willie.
You don't want to go smoke with Willie Nelson, my man?
Nah.
What the heck? What'd you think of the movie?
I think he liked it.
Did you enjoy giving Trevor gout? Giving Trevor a horrible face deformity, like oh, that reminded me of RoboCop, where that guy gets hit with toxic waste.
Oh yeah,
and then he's like,
he just stumbles around until he dies. Classic scene.
That was also good makeup. And then like turn into green goop whenever he exploded on that guy's car. I also thought of the movie.
As this was a repeat viewing for me, loved it. Always loved the Goonies. It was it's always fun. Always a good time. I don't know if you guys missed this scene. You guys were kind of laughing during it, but I still like love the scene where Sloth and Chunk like come across the pipes. They're like, hey, what do you want? They come across the pipes that are like going crazy and stuff. Down under, and Sloth takes one of the pipes and just shoves it, and you hear cars crashing and police sirens.
I did not catch that part. It's funny.
And police sirens like in the background.
This caused a huge accident.
And Sloth is just like,
yeah, right. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
We have the animal contained. He's under control.
The face is like, why?
Baby.
I just kind of recovered from the cat.
Well, here, put them on your face.
No.
I'm not going home after this because I would be in absolute allergy hell for the next like 5 hours. Like, so it's a classic instant hit. I wonder how well it did whenever it came out. That's a different story, I imagine. Or I imagine it probably did well because it would have been beginning summer of 1985.
Steven Spielberg too. So
yeah, I did not know
to get by for most people.
Goonies, box office. Goonies boxing glove. 61. So the budget was $20 million and the bring back was 61.5. Ooh, escaped to Treasure Island.
So they broke it.
They broke it, yeah.
But not a whole lot more after that.
We need to watch more pirate movies, or I say pirate movies, but like
Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then like more fun heist films. Robinson Crusoe.
Uh-oh.
Please hit the microphone. Please hit the microphone.
Hello. No.
Put my essence in your water so I can kill you faster.
He's a large animal.
He's a strong animal.
He's a large cat.
When I was trying to pick him up, I had put a little extra effort into it. That's a 20-pound cat you got there.
Oh, and now it's gonna knock over the camera.
Now we're good.
He's a good boy.
He's not that strong.
He grabs it with his mouth and picks it up and walks away.
Hey, you get back here!
Wait!
he busts in the door, just leaves. He has your camera now and your tripod.
If we had a fourth person here, we should have probably done that bit.
That would be funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. That's my first time seeing the entire thing. I probably will watch it again like later on, like fully grasp the entire thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
it is like a kids movie.
It is.
Even though it kind of cusses a little bit too much.
Well, it was the 80s also.
Yeah.
It's shit ass. That's about it. No one goes, what the fuck? No one dies.
No one dies. And you said at the beginning of the movie, oh yeah, every child in this movie dies, by the way.
Yeah, why would you go in with high expectations?
I knew they were going to die. You don't kill kids in movies.
Oh, depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Depends on the movie.
Have you seen It? The kid dies like right at
Yeah,
the beginning
but
almost.
Multiple kids die.
Yeah, multiple kids die.
That's hearsay.
One of the first scenes is a kid getting his arm bit off.
Which reminded me...
It's a really good scene, too.
Yeah,
It is very
pretty
good.
lit. I love watching children lose limbs.
And cry out in pain because their arms are
And an old lady just like...
I ain't see shit. Watching a child get initials carved in his stomach.
And also the cat that just watches deviously at what happens. It's just like normal day.
Yep.
Whenever he put his arm in that thing and then it like locked his arm shut, I couldn't help but think of that scene in It, like the
oh yeah, Pennywise,
Georgie eating the boy's arm.
Ah.
Or that one level in which Uncharted game is it?
I don't remember. I played one all.
Never played Uncharted.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a scene. I think it's the fourth one. There's a scene where it's a puzzle where you have to like spin it around, but to like freak out his partner. This was the fourth, so it was his brother.
Yeah.
He stuck his hand in, grabbed it, pulled, and he's like, ah!
They had that in National Treasure.
Yeah.
Remember National Treasure?
Yes, it's it. I forgot about that.
I love that. Was a funny scene. He's like, he's like, oh my god. And he's like, gotcha.
Gotcha, asshole.
Anyway,
my arm's really stuck in this thing. Could you guys help me out for a second?
Anyway, it actually did kill me. It actually did just cut off my hand, so I might die. Blood loss.
Blood loss.
Well, they were gonna pulse that one child's hand. They're
trying to
fat
his
one.
hand. Yeah.
Who wasn't even that fat. I guess fat standards have changed from 1985.
It's true. Yeah, people used to be skinny back in the day.
Yeah.
Now they're all large, rotund men.
I blame sugar and trans fat.
I mean, that kind of did start in like the 80s and 90s, though. So
just reference any sugary cereals commercial.
Surf's up. You two coming in? They'll just wipe out. Uh-oh, Tony.
We'll do fine. After this complete breakfast, including my vitamin pack Frosted Flakes, they bring out the tiger in you.
We'll try to stay up, okay?
Frosted Flakes, okay? They're great.
Show 'em you're a tiger. Show 'em what you can do.
Go, tiger!
The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes. Look at him go! Brings out the tiger in you.
And you.
Well, they're all drinking Pepsi. That's
Then
not
they're all
drink more
drinking
Pepsi
soda,
than the rest of them.
Yeah.
And whenever Chunk was being picked up, who else thought it was funny that his mother brought Domino's pizza with her?
That is very.
And it's also back when Domino's wasn't good.
True.
Well, it's probably back when Domino's was great.
Before Domino's got bad and then good again.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Domino's is really.
But
Domino's,
Domino's used to be bad and they have commercials. Domino's ain't junk anymore. We fixed. We're better. We also cost more.
We also do cost more. But what I wanted to bring up, we mentioned this as soon as it happened, was I don't know any of the characters' names.
There's Mikey. Sorry, I'm going to see how many I can think of. There's Mikey.
There's Goon. There's Sloth.
There's
One-Eyed
Sloth.
Willie.
There's Chunk. There's Mouth. There's Alex.
There's Asian.
Asian was junk.
No,
that was Ling Ling.
I like to call I like to call him Short Round because he is literally short round.
It's true.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's Short Round.
Oh, every Asian actor in the 80s is Short Round.
No, that's actually Short Round.
Sure. every Asian child has to be short.
I swear if it's not, it's gonna make me look bad though.
I really hope it isn't just so it's like, okay, Trevor's racist.
No, it looks exactly like him though.
They look the same, Trevor says. All of them do.
I really love Morgan Freeman's performance in The Cosby Show. That was really, really great. Really
Look at it. Look at it.
They look different to me, dude. I don't know what you're...
no, there's the movies that he's... right there.
Yeah.
They don't look the same.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Look, Indiana,
it's like him saying
Indiana Jones,
Jackson.
The Goonies.
Jackson.
You're just racist.
Yeah, he says Samuel L. Jackson.
Partying with Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey, Samuel L. Jackson.
Don't move the camera. Child.
You can see me better now, actually, so thank you, Turtle. Turtle did good today.
What a horrible creature.
Turtle, where'd you go?
Don't touch me.
Turtle.
What
if I touched me and went...
That's how we communicate.
What I wanted to bring up was... I don't know their names. The child kissing the teenage girl.
Oh, that's Mikey kissing Alex.
I knew Alex. I know the girls' names.
Awesome. Either way, whatever their names are, I
know the pretty girl's name.
Yeah.
I know what that is called in the legal system.
Illegal.
Damn illegal. A damn
Hold
crime.
on. Isn't she technically, like, I think she's like 17 in the movie, so.
It's okay then.
It's okay.
Oh, is that when it's okay?
No.
What if he was 5 and she was 17?
I mean, I don't know why.
We're just really putting Trevor to the wall in this episode.
It
It
would be considered.
Well, she was 50 and he was 2.
Holy shit. Do you have anything else you want to say that's controversial, Trevor? I do think, this is Trevor speaking, children should...
There's something
children and
controversial.
adults.
I do think, personally, that it was a bit creepy.
I mean,
it was. As soon as that happened, I said, okay, imagine that.
Yeah. A 17-year-old boy. And
yes,
how old was the
that
kid?
would be
13?
14. Yeah, 13
Not
or 14.
even.
Kissing, that's too young. It's like that. It's like that. What were we watching? Where it was like the 13-year-old that was pregnant with triplets. What was that?
Oh, that was Cow Chop?
Yeah, that was Cow Chop, yeah.
Everyone's telling me to get an abortion. That's not what that says, dude. Abortion.
Yeah. It was, I'm a 13-year-old pregnant with triplets from my 18-year-old boyfriend.
You can't do that. Do that, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing.
I salute you. Mothers are more brave than soldiers. That's what that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as that happened, I'm like, look over everybody else. What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck is
Turn off the
going
movie.
on?
Yeah. I don't want to say different times either, because that definitely happens in new movies.
Sure.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
I don't know what new movies I'm watching, but...
Most of my French... primarily my French art films.
French art films, yeah.
Where
like they just turned 18, it's a 65-year-old director.
Yeah.
Kiss me, darling.
See, that's why a lot of people get into screenwriting. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write a film where I'm an actor in it, and a hot girl's the actor.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Literally any 80s movie ever.
I was thinking Adam Sandler, but
yeah. Oh yeah. That's Adam Sandler.
That's totally a big reason a lot of people do it. Is like, well, I can just make people kiss me if it's written in the script.
And they're okay with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as that happened, I was
yeah,
like,
I'm getting paid.
Take
it's
that.
Adam Sandler? You might want to give me some more.
Yeah. Take that, but reverse it. 17-year-old. Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Finally, someone gets it. The cat made a... I don't know if you heard that, but the cat made a racket.
Meow.
The cat made a very loud meowing noise. But imagine that 17 and 13 years.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Thank you. Finally, someone gets it.
I think that's out. I'll let him out after this. Are we done?
We're wrapping up. Anybody else anything to add? I enjoyed the Goonies.
Thank you
Should we
for tuning
rank
in. This live
Should we rank
telecast.
like the 4?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Number 1, Indiana Jones. Number 2, RoboCop. 3, Goonies. 4, Predator.
Okay. 1, Indiana Jones. 2, Predator. Goonies. RoboCop.
In the order in which we watched them.
No. Yeah.
In the order in which we watched them for me.
Really?
Yeah. Robert Cop.
Roberto.
Excuse me.
Robert. Oh my God, he really moved it that time.
Could you please put it back in the frame, Mr. Trevor? He really wants to get our attention. There you go. Thank you. Robert Cop, Predator, Indiana Jones, and then the Goonsters. And that's my level of and how much I enjoy them and love the films overall. I'm not saying that the Goonies is a worse film than Robert Cop.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I enjoyed the movie more, and through this viewing experience, I enjoyed RoboCop and Predator and Indiana Jones and the Goonies in the order we watched them.
It's pretty good.
If we did Ghostbusters, then it would have been like Ghostbusters and then the 3 films. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on my 80s escapade.
Thank you for having me.
I honestly would have done this by myself, but I figured I could make some good content out of this. So
yeah, why would you do anything if you're not filming it?
I mean, that's my life.
Yeah, right.
What did you do? Whereas like you and your mom and your sister or whatever were like walking one day or like hiking one day, and I'm like, did you take cameras and audio stuff? And I'm like, no. And I said, why would you not turn your life into content?
Yeah.
Bro?
I don't know why I want to do that.
But yeah, thank you so much.
You want to be a vlogster?
A vlogster. That's what they call
a vlogster.
In the vlogosphere.
The vlogsters. Yeah. My 36.
Alright, thank you for tuning in to our live telecast.
Not all what this is.
What do you call this program? Movie boys watching films. 80s movie night. Televised. Live. Thank you for tuning in.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
This has been Andrew.
I'm Elisha.
Hi, I'm Elisha.
And I'm Andrew. And this has been the show that you're watching. Thank you.
Bye.
That's where that ends also.
Next, Fred Gwynn stalks a serial killer
I'm following you.
on a deadly beat.
Homicide.
An NBC drama special, Jake's M.O. next.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is George Lewis.
Good evening. At least 39 people are dead and 17 injured after a cargo plane crashed near Mexico City. The plane, an old propeller-driven transport, was loaded with horses and 8 passengers en route from Mexico to Miami. The pilot, an American citizen, and 1 other person aboard the transport survived. At least 26 cars were crushed after the plane came down on a crowded highway at rush hour. The Navy is continuing its search for 3 crewmen of a helicopter that crashed in the Persian Gulf. A 4th man is dead, 5 others were rescued. I'm George Lewis in Los Angeles. More news later on this NBC station.